Our top story this afternoon. Korea's National Assembly is due to vote this afternoon on a motion to impeach President Park Geun-hye. If it passes, it will be the first step toward forcing the president out of office over her alleged role in the corruption and abuse of power scandal that has incensed the Korean public. For more, we connect to our Ji Myung-kil at the National Assembly. So, Myung-kil, how likely is it that the impeachment motion will pass?
Well, Mark, the opposition parties have a positive outlook, and they're confident that they've secured at least the 200 votes needed for the motion to pass. Breaking that down, among the 300 lawmakers in Parliament, 172 opposition and independent lawmakers are expected to vote for the motion. Among the 128 Saenuri lawmakers in Parliament, 40 are members of the faction that has distanced itself from President Park, and they hold the key to whether the motion passes or fails. That is why the opposition parties have been trying to persuade them to vote for it. But at this point, we have confirmation that at least 28 members of the non-pro-Park faction will vote for the motion, which would be enough for it to pass. Now, if the motion does pass, the Constitutional Court will start its review of the motion, and the opposition bloc will likely start trying to get the president to resign voluntarily, which could curtail the very lengthy impeachment process. If the motion is rejected, all of the parties are expected to face harsh criticism from the public, as nearly 80% of the Korean people want the president to be impeached.
Right, Myung-kil, and on top of that, of course, all the opposition lawmakers have vowed to resign en masse if the motion doesn't pass. So, given that the stakes couldn't be higher right now, how's the atmosphere inside and outside the Assembly?
Yes, Mark. As you can see behind me, inside the Assembly, opposition parties are holding rallies and giving speeches to show their determination to get the motion passed. Opposition lawmakers are sitting inside the hall and even outside the Assembly building, shouting slogans that the only way for Korea to move forward and stabilize itself is by having the impeachment motion passed. Now, outside the Assembly, people have been gathering to show their support for the impeachment motion's passage. Police have formed barricades and set up fences to prevent clashes among the protesters. Yesterday, the Saenuri party had called on the opposition bloc to refrain from such activities, urging the Assembly Speaker to bring Parliament back to order. Speaker Chung Se-kyun has promised to do just that, as well as to ensure there is an environment in which lawmakers can cast their ballots in an orderly manner. It's a historic day for Korea, and the vote is scheduled for 3 p.m. this afternoon. Well, that's all I have for now, and I'll have more updates for our later newscast. Mark?